Hello and welcome to the mathematics class. This class is for class 7th and next topic that we'll be considering is decimals. But before I start with the decimals, let's clear there are some doubts related to previous exercises. In the last video we have discussed exercise 2b. In case you have any problem or this 2a exercise that we haven't done will be considered just after the end of this chapter. And about chapter 1, right now we will not take chapter 1. So you are not supposed to do anything related to chapter 1. You will start in your notebooks exercise 2b, and when we finish off the whole chapter, then on the last part we'll do exercise 2a. I hope that is clear. Now we move on to our topic. Now decimals. Now what is the meaning of decimals? So generally, suppose I say 9 upon 10 or I say 7 upon 100 or I say 11 upon 1000. Now these are the fractions, means 9 upon 10 can be written as 0.9. 7 upon 100 can be written as 0.07. 11 upon 10 can be written as 0.01. Now basically you can make out that any number which has the denominator as 10 or 100 or 1000, or in general we can say any fraction which has denominator in the powers of 10 is known as decimal. What is a decimal? Any fraction in which denominator is in the powers of 10, means 10 means 10 to the power 1, 100 means 10 to the power 2, 1000 means 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 4, 5, 6 and so on. So what is the meaning of decimal, or what basically a decimal is? Decimals are numbers which can be written in fraction, and if that fraction can be written in the powers of 10, it is a decimal. The very basic definition I have told you. Now we will discuss about Now let us take an example, 25.869, and suppose it is said that you write the number in the expanded form. Or what is the meaning of this? It means 2 into 10 plus 5 into 1 plus 8 upon 10 plus 6 upon 100 plus 9 upon 1000. If you expand this number, it means 25 can be written as 20 plus 5. 20 can be written as 2 into 10. 5 means 5 into 1. Now, suppose you break 0.869. This can be written as 0.8 plus 0.06 plus 0.009. If you add them, you will get 0.869. Now 0.8 means 8 upon 10, 0.06 means 6 upon 100, and 0.009 means 9 upon 1000. So what we have done, we have written this in the expanded form. Now 1 upon 1000, or this is 9 upon 1000, it means it can be considered as 9 into 1 upon 1000. 6 upon 100 can be considered as 6 into 1 upon 100, and 8 upon 10 can be considered as 8 into 1 upon 10. You know that this 5 is known as units or ones. This place is known as tens. Means you must be familiar with the place value, unit, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000 and so on. Now what is the meaning, or how it is read 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100, 1 upon 1000 is, how is this all read? So 1 upon 10 is said to be tens. Tens stand for 1 upon 10. Similarly, hundreds. Hundreds is considered as 1 upon 100. Thousands. Thousands is considered as 1 upon 1000. So if it is given to break a number, to write it into this form, how are you going to do? Let's take one more example. Let's say that the number is, let's say that the number is 3.094. 3.094. Now it means it can be written as 3 into 1 or simply 3 plus. Now 0, it is 0.0, or I am writing it. It can be written as 0.0 plus 0.09 plus 0.008. Now 3 can be written as 3. 0 can be written as 0 upon 10. It doesn't mean anything, but only to make you understand, I am writing it like this. In fact, this means only 0. This will be 0 plus 9 upon 100 plus 8 upon 1000. It means if you read this, it will be said as 3 ones, 0 tenths, 9 hundredths, and 8 thousands. This is about all the breakup of how do we write or how do we understand these decimal parts. The next point is we will be understanding what is the meaning of like decimals and what is the meaning of unlike decimals. So like decimals means decimal numbers which have same number of digits after the decimal. Suppose I say 7.0 or 7.89 and I say 0.34. So these are like decimals. Why they are like decimals? Because in the first one also we have 2 digits after the decimal, and in the second also we have 2 digits after the decimal. So what are like decimals? Which have equal number of digits after the decimals. Now let's take unlike decimals. It's very clear from the word, from the heading only. Unlike decimals means if they do not have same number of digits after the decimal, they will be known as unlike decimals. Suppose I say 7.89 and I say 0.3. So 7.89. So 0.89 means after the decimal there are 2 digits, but here we have only 1 digit after the decimal. So these will be known as unlike decimals. We have the option in some of the questions, we can convert unlike decimals as like decimals. Suppose if I want to make these two numbers into like, what I should do? 7.89 and then 0.30. Now these numbers have been converted to like decimals without changing the value of these decimals. 7.89 and 0.30 can be placed to convert them into like decimals. Now why I am telling this? Because this will help you in adding and subtracting the decimals. The next topic we will be considering is addition and subtraction of decimals. So what happens in addition or subtraction? Addition and subtraction. Whenever we are going to add any two given decimals, one thing that is supposed to be kept into mind, let's take an example, then we'll explain. what is kept in mind also always, that the decimal should be in the like decimal form. Suppose I took an example 7.89 and 0.34, 5.2 and 9.00164. Suppose my question is, we have to add all these numbers. Now in this you can see there are 5 numbers after the decimal point. Here there is only one number after the decimal point. Here there are 2 numbers and here there are 2 numbers. So first point that we need to remember is that decimal should come one below each other. Suppose I am solving it by vertical method. There are 2 methods of solving. First is vertical method, second is horizontal method. So first we will be discussing with vertical method. Now what is that vertical method? I am writing 7.89, then 0.34, then 5.2, 9.00164. Now what we can do, we can place 1 0 over here, because it doesn't make any change to 5.2, because 5.2 and 5.20 are same numbers. Now if you want to add them, what you need to remember, that these decimals should come below each other in a straight vertical line. Now this can be simply 164 because nothing is over here. Now 9 and 4 13, and 8 and 2 10, and 4 14, 10, 5 15, 5 20 22. So final value comes out to be 22.43164. Means this is how we add any 2 or more given decimal numbers. This is about the addition of decimal numbers. Now let's talk about subtraction. In subtraction also we need to keep same thing in the mind, that decimal should come under the decimal of the previous one. Let's say subtract these 2 numbers. Suppose you have to subtract these 2 numbers. I am writing 7.89 minus 0.34. Let's take this. So decimal should come, and then simply say 9 minus 4 is 5, 8 minus 3 is 5, and this becomes 7.55 is the answer. Suppose we need to subtract these 2 numbers. Means 5.20 minus 0.34. So simple, decimal should come under decimal. 10 minus 4 6, and 3 and 8 11, and this is 4. So this is the value. Suppose I need to subtract these 2 numbers. So 9.00164 and 5.2. So it means below this everywhere it's 0. You can place zeros if you want. 6 4 1 0, 10 minus 2 is 8, 8 minus 5 is 3. So that is the value. So this is how we add and subtract the decimal numbers. The basic thing you need to remember, that decimal should come under the decimal irrespective of the number of digits a question has. Okay, now my next topic will be about multiplication and division. So let's move on to the multiplication and division. Now the next topic that we are going to take is about multiplication of decimals. Now here we have 2 things. First we will discuss about multiplication by the powers of 10, and then multiplication of any 2 or more given decimal numbers. So if I take an example 579.346 into 10, same number into 100, same number into 1000. So whenever we are talking about multiplication by 10 and its powers, multiplication of any decimal number by 10 or 100 or 1000 or so on, what we do, suppose in this first one 579.346, what you do, simply move this decimal to one side of the right. So final value will be 5793.46. Means the decimal increases as many places as there are zeros. Here it is 1 0, so decimal move to one place towards right. Towards right. Remember, means decimal has to move towards right. It is after 9, it is before 3, so now the decimal comes out to be after 3. In the second case, where it will move? This is the decimal, so 1 place and 2 place, means it will come after 4. So it can be written as 5, 7, 9, 3, 4.6. Two digits of or 2 zeros, so the decimal moves to 2 places like this. Now here it is 1, 2, 3 zeros are there, so decimal will move from this place to 3 places towards right. 1, 2, 3. Finally over here. So it is 5, 7, 9, 3, 4, 6. It is a complete number. If you want to write it in a decimal form, you can write it 0.0. This was about multiplication of decimals by 10, 100, 1000 or so. Now if the numbers are all in decimal form, let's take a very simple number for calculation purpose, just to make your concept clear. Let us say that the number is 0.02 into 0.03 into 0.04. So what we do, either we simply multiply 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24. Simple calculation. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. Now how many total number of decimals are there? 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like this. What we have done, I'll show you the working. Suppose it is 0.02 into 0.03. First we multiply them. So 3 2s are 6, 3 zeros are 0, 3 zeros are 0. 0 into 2 is 0, 0, 0 and 0, 1, 2, 3 zeros. So when you add them 6, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now where to place the decimal? We will add total number of decimals in the multiplication, means 2 over here and 2 over here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. So in the answer or in the final value, the decimal will come before 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So decimal will come at this place. Means 0.02 into 0.03 makes 0.0006. Now let's multiply this to 0.04. So I am doing it here. 0.1236 into 0.04. Now when you multiply 6 4s will be 24. Rest 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when in this, what will be there? 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, okay. So this will be 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this. Now, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total there are 6 digits. Means you move from right to left. How many? 6 digits. And just before the 6 you place a decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you place a decimal. So you can see 0.00004 zeros and 24. Here also it is 0.1234 zeros and 24. So what is the basic thing that you have learned in this? That whenever there are decimals are there, we multiply the decimals as the whole number and add together the number of decimal places in the given two numbers. We multiply them as a whole number. 6 4s are 24, right? Or 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24. And then we add the total number of decimal places. 2 over here, 2 over here, 2 over here. So total means 2 to 4 into 6. So we will place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6, we will place the decimals. I hope that is clear to you. Right? Now we will move on to the division of decimals by numbers. Okay, I hope this addition, subtraction and multiplication and discussion about decimal numbers is clear to you. Now whatever is left will be covered in the next class. So please go through the topics and please do revise the examples that are given in your textbook. Now second question, second thing I would like to discuss, that you all were asking about which questions to be done in the notebook regarding exercise 2B. So whichever question we have discussed on the board in this class, in the previous class, you will not do those questions. For exercise 2B, you will do all the questions that are left, means that we have not discussed in this virtual class. And from next onwards, I will be giving you, from the next class onwards, I will be telling you which questions exactly you have to do, because previously in the questions that are all very much important for you to practice, but later on I will be thinking over and I will be telling you what to do and what not to do. So please stay at home, stay safe, and like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.